What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with a little bit of Destiny. And since I came back to Destiny, I thought one of the things I would start doing again are the weekly Xur videos showing what he's got in his inventory. Now, probably most of you guys, if you've still been playing Destiny, are probably sick of Xur at this point. You probably have all the exotics, all the other items in the game. But I know with Rise of Iron coming up and the Destiny collection being released, there's probably going to be a lot of new players coming into the game. And one of the things I've always wanted to do on my channel is kind of try to help new people, find things in the game and tell them, what's decent and what's not, and what items they should look for. So I know a lot of things have changed with some of the exotics since I've been playing. It's been a long time since I played the game. So I know some of the exotics aren't quite as good as they used to be. Some have been nerfed. Some situationally aren't usable like they used to be. But overall, exotics are still pretty good to find, pretty cool to get. And Xur always brings a couple every week. Usually he brings Disappointment. Last week he actually had a really good inventory. He had Invective, he had the Helm of Saint 14, and a couple of really other good items, but I really hadn't gotten a chance to get going yet. So this morning, it's August 26th, so we'll see what Xur has brought this week and see if he's got anything good. So he's hiding out in the tower behind where the speaker normally is. Pretty easy to find over on the side with New Monarchy and Ava Levante. And he's got some fairly interesting items this week. Now he's got, you can get a Motive Light for 2 strange coins. You can buy an Emerald Coil or a Void Drive if you want to get one of those Blue Sparrows from the Vanguard and upgrade it to Legendary and give yourself a little bit of customization. You can get 3 heavy ammo synths for 1 strange coin. It's actually a pretty good deal if you have strange coins to burn to save these up for when Rise of Iron drops. You can then use these heavy ammo packs to get reputation with your faction so that you can actually get some new packages right off the bat. 3 of coins, which these give you a chance to get an exotic engram off of an ultra or when you complete a crucible match. I found the drop rate on these to be absolutely abysmal. It usually takes me at least 10 of these to get 1 exotic drop, but if you want to use these and you're one of those people that likes to farm the strikes, these can sometimes get you some decent exotics. And then you've got the glass needles, which allow you to change the perks on your exotic gear. You can't change the intrinsic perk on them, but you can change the other perks, like how much ammo you can carry for rocket launchers or stuff like that. So those are just his regular items. Now for the Titans this week, he's got the Empyrean Bellicose, which is an interesting helmet. Since I'm on my Titan, I can kind of show you guys what this looks like. So it's just kind of simple silver-looking helmet with a neat little design on there. Its normal perk is aiming weapons while in the air will hold you in place for a short time. Orbs collected while your super is full recharge your melee. Not an amazing ability. This is kind of similar to the Warlock, where if you aim down sights when you're jumping, it'll hold you up in the air for a minute, which in the Crucible can make you an easy target for people. PvE, this thing really isn't all that useful either in terms of Titan exotics, but it does look kind of cool. So, if you want to pick this up, if you're needing a Titan helm, you could wait. This isn't a great one, but if you're just looking to complete your collection, you might want to grab it. Hunters get Graviton Forfeits, which is a pretty awesome looking helmet. I'm probably going to actually get this for my Hunter. I'm still maining a Titan, but I started running a Hunter as well, and I'm actually really having a lot of fun with it. I decided not to do a Warlock this time since I played that primarily on PlayStation 4, but I'm really enjoying my Hunter, especially the Night Stalker. So this gives you Shade Step for free, which means you don't have to use it under your Night Stalker subclass tree, which is kind of cool. And Shade Step is kind of difficult to use at first, but once you learn how to use it, it can be very helpful in both PvE and especially PvP for avoiding attacks. You've got Increased Intellect, Increased Strength, Heavy Lifting, Inverse Shadow, and Better Already. So halfway decent perks right off the bat, and of course you can also use those glass needles to change that if you want. So a pretty good helmet for Hunters. Especially if you play Night Stalker and want to free up that subclass node for Shade Step. Now, Warlocks, you get the Nothing Manacles. I remember when these first came out, these were all the rage because of the way they made Scatter Grenade track, and that's their intrinsic perk. They let your Scatter Grenade track. It's a very short distance track, but it works sometimes, especially in PvP, because you can get a whole bunch of those grenades to hit one person if you hit it close enough. But overall, that's really the only good thing about these gauntlets. There's much better Warlock exotics to use than these. You get increased discipline or strength, momentum transfer or energy projection, auto rifle loader, and machine gun loader. So halfway decent perks, but again, this is not a must-have exotic by any means, unless you run scatter grenades primarily. Now for the weapon this week, which Xur sometimes alternates. He hasn't been bringing a weapon every week, but This is actually an interesting weapon. This is Universal Remote, which is a primary exotic shotgun. And it's got crowd control, hammer forged, lightweight, snapshot, and universal remote. Range and precision damage increase greatly when aiming down the sights. For your scope options, you've got smooth ballistics, soft ballistics, and CQB ballistics. Overall, this is kind of an interesting weapon, and in the right hands, this thing can do a ton of damage, especially in the Crucible. I like this gun because it's fun to just kind of screw around with. I had this gun in year one on Xbox, so I could unlock it from my exotic kiosk once I get 125 marks, but I think I'm actually just going to buy it this week, because this is a really cool weapon. I like to screw around with this. It's a lot of fun to use in PvP and in strikes, and with the state of PvP as it is right now, you need everything you can to make it more enjoyable, so this would be kind of fun. If you're someone that loves shotguns, this is definitely a fun gun to run. The only issue you could have some time with this is the ammunition is kind of low, and with the way ammo drops seem to be kind of weird in the game now, where it's like you'll just go forever without seeing ammo drops, at least in my case. That can kind of screw you up a bit, but overall it's a very fun weapon to use. And you've got Legacy Engram. Basically what these do is they allow you to get exotics from year one. If you're missing something in your collection or you want to unlock it so it's available in your exotic kiosk for year 2, you may want to get a couple of these. And anything you unlock for year 2 should still be available once Rise of Iron comes, because they did say you'd be able to infuse anything you have right now up to Rise of Iron light levels. So overall, not a terrible week for Xur. Like I said, most of you guys probably have all of this stuff. I would definitely suggest grabbing Universal Remote and the Graviton Forfeit if you're a hunter. Otherwise, you can pretty much pass if you're a Titan or Warlock. Nothing super special there for you this week. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again next time.